Hey, welcome back to Let's Voice Act.
Hi.
I am so happy to be playing Tonelico Qoga with my favorite Kage.
I'm your only Kage.
My only Kage.
Can't quite be your favorite if I'm the only one.
Yes you can. It's easy. We've got
It's
a few...
redundant.
That's what makes it so easy.
Eat your food.
Oh yes, pardon my food. We've got a few more...
Eat your food so you can get me ice cream.
materials to synthesize with Tyria. Materias.
Boo.
Boy, never expected I'd have to do... Boy, you've been doing synthesis this whole time! Boy, I never expected I'd have to do synthesis.
It's important. You've also been doing it the entire fucking game. To produce high-level syntheses, rare ingredients are a must. And those ingredients aren't sold anywhere. That's why sometimes we have to create them on our own.
Okay. That may have been a bad translation. I never expected I'd have to synthesize ingredients. Synthesis ingredients, specifically. I see. I suppose that if they were sold in shops, they wouldn't be considered rare. First of all, I don't think most people would want to go through such intensive recipes. Even if you sold them, you'd have to sell them at high prices to make it worth all the effort involved. That's why we have to create them by ourselves. Kill me.
I mean, if you really want me to.
It's finally finished. Thank you for your hard work. You must be exhausted. I am. It's just an ingredient, but it still wore me out.
But I'm sure it'll all be worth it. If you create weapons and armor using this, other people's items will look like toys.
I think that's an overstatement. Well, I think she wanted to let us know just how precious it is, so it was all worth it.
By the way, the given name for this is Uteroid Reinforcer. Do you have any better ideas?
How does Euteria material sound?
Well, the name is just a decoration, so to speak. I don't really care.
Well, if Tyria knows the real name for this stuff, let's go with that.
Seems like you're making something really scary.
Really? So, do you know what it is that we're making?
Alto, don't you even know what you were trying to make?
I was just throwing in anything we might be able to use for synthesis.
With you, Alto, everything is a product of randomness. Is there something even going to be that great? If you can complete it, it'll definitely come in handy for synthesis.
That sounds terrific! The suspense is killing me! Alright. Now I'll put a lot of expensive looking glitter on it.
Oh no, here it goes again.
Suddenly I'm worried about the finished product. Done! How is it? Looks perfect, yeah?
Not quite. Really? What's the matter? Well, the components are all fine, but all this glitter is almost criminally gaudy.
That's because of the excessive amount of glitter he used. What do you mean? Was it too much? The glitter makes it look beautiful, so stop whining!
But glitter isn't something that we need for synthesis.
It sounds silly to even ask, but you didn't add the glitter just for appearances, did you? Of course I added it for the appearance. Glitter's the best indicator of elegance and expense. All high-level rare items and ingredients in video games have some kind of sparkle to them, right?
Why do we ever listen to him? The name of this item was supposed to be Enhancing Sap. But maybe another name would fit it better.
Then let's call it Synchro Evo Sap. Isn't that an awesome name?
Do you just say the first words that pop into your head? Seriously, that doesn't make any sense. That's a sea slug?
Yeah, don't you think it's gross?
I don't particularly have a desire to touch it, but I don't find it repellent either. Does that mean you're indifferent? Exactly. She doesn't even find it gross. I feel sorry for the sea slug.
Coconut, please affectionately hug this sea slug, though it is a fake.
I truly feel sorry for it, but I'm going to have to politely decline your suggestion.
Now the mermaid song can is done.
I was trying to forget about it, but hearing that sea slug story, this really is a horrible thing.
It's for punishing wicked Ravatails.
This is more than just a punishment. It's almost a form of torture. I feel like it's going to fly towards me at any moment.
That's because this item flies towards a Ravatail at a high speed.
Can I stay away from it?
I made it as a weapon, and I promise it'll never be used against you. Don't worry, Tyria.
But this item doesn't match the name.
Well, yeah, it's more like a missile that doesn't explode.
It's mermaid punishment.
I think I'll make something for Coconut. What do you think I should make?
Huh? Anything? Yeah, just name it.
I'm the one making it, so shouldn't I get the final say?
Then please make me a Gergo. I haven't hugged a Gergo for a long time. Gergo? That sounds familiar. Maybe no.
Then why don't I make that Gergo thing? Alright, it's done now. Want to check out your Gergo?
Wow, it's been too long. She seems to love him very much. Yes, I love this cute face.
He is so adorable. Tyria, what do you think?
Don't ask me such a hard question to answer. Is this something you can put on your arm?
Yeah, and he can carry small stuff inside of him. He's pretty convenient. I don't think you can hug him, but he'll hug your arm, so please overlook the imperfections, okay?
That's totally fine. I even like him better that way. So what is going to be the name of this thing?
Holding Gergo.
Let's change it to Gergo Fit. I think that's a cute name, but it also sounds a little dangerous.
Gergo Fit. Hey Doc, why don't you change your glasses? Why? To completely change your look. It wouldn't be a bad thing to do every once in a while.
A Four Eyes has the ability to do that pretty easily.
Really? But I don't know what type of glasses to wear.
If you wear glasses with lenses that are in a totally different shape, you'll look totally different.
What about star-shaped lenses?
Please, Auto, please don't force that on me.
They would look like party props. If you wore them every day, people would think you're a freak.
I see. So stars won't work. I made them crescents.
Well, I can see that you tried, but... What is it, Tyria?
You'll be a perverted doctor.
Yeah!
Tyria, don't be rude to the doc.
You're the creator, Alto.
Alto, why did you make the shape of the glasses like this?
The crescent moon harbors many kinds of charms. These glasses will protect you from a myriad of mishaps.
That's a surprisingly decent answer.
Let's call them crescent glasses.
I would call them geezer glasses.
Anyone who wears these will look like a pervert.
This is kinda nostalgic.
Are you making something that you've made before?
Oh, can't you tell from the parts?
I know what it is. It's a radio, right?
Ah, did you also make one as a kid?
All boys should have that experience. The joy that came from finishing it for the first time is still raw.
Is a radio something fun to make?
Yep, it's almost addicting.
Alto's right.
I don't understand, man.
Alright, the singing radio is done.
It looks cute.
Yeah, I made it for Tyria.
Why?
You don't know much about current news and trends, do you? So I thought you could at least get to know about modern music using this thing.
But I think this is missing a dial.
She's right. You can't adjust the frequency without that.
The frequency is automatically adjusted. It senses the owner's voice and chooses the right music for them.
How can you make such a miraculous thing?
Anyways, please take good care of it.
Okay, I'll find time for myself to use this as often as I can. And for the name, I'll call it Mind Receiver. I like that.
I shall escort everyone who is gathered at this meeting to a world of pure imagination. I mean fantasy.
Coconut, I believe Alto has lost it. He hasn't cracked. He's probably just obsessed with another impromptu idea.
What, you little... I was acting like a cool host, you know?
Alto, you have to know who you are before you can talk about fantasies. Someone like you talks about fantasies. People think you're talking about fanaticism.
Don't say that. Well, I should be used to it by now. The shooting star jar is done. How does that sound? Fantastical, right?
This is incredible. I can't believe Alto made something like this.
Well, the entirety of my gruesome synthesis experience hasn't gone to waste.
Why did you call them shooting stars? They look like regular stars to me.
Shake the container lightly. You'll see why.
The stars are rising into the skies and falling. Wow, maybe this could make a fancy decoration in someone's private bedroom.
I told you, didn't I? It really is a fancy and fantastical item, right?
Stars are shooting. Our planet will become one of those shooting stars after it burns out. You just destroyed the romantic mood. Let's name this Stars of Legend. I like that.
Oh, okay. We're done with that. Yep, haven't done this one yet. Today, I'll make a dress for celebrities.
A dress for celebrities? Well, you mean like a designer's brand?
I didn't think about that. Maybe I'll just make a brand named Auto!
Please don't. I don't think it'll fly. You better not.
Can't you let me dream a little bit?
Well then, what kind of apparel are you going to make?
I'm thinking of making that thing that most people think of when they hear celebrity clothes.
That thing? Oh, I see. That thing. I don't know what you guys are talking about. What is that thing?
Well, for a celebrity, the first thing you think of must be that. Yeah? Yeah?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, just watch and let me finish it. It's finished! What's the most common celebrity private attire? This has to be it!
This isn't normal attire.
If you don't wear a dress in the privacy of your own home, you're not a celebrity!
I think that's just a stereotype. That's an oddly metallic dress, but the texture of the fabric is quite normal.
I used a special kind of wire. That's why it feels like a normal fabric. I wove it little by little and finally finished it. But I can't do this anymore.
If you had to mass produce this, you would die.
Just thinking about it makes me exhausted as hell.
But this dress seems really durable. It looks thin. But it would be hard to damage this with swords or bombs. So you're invincible once you wear it? It's made of metal wire, so if it's hot enough to melt it, it'll be piping hot. That's its weakness. I think the wearer would die before the dress melts.
Anyway, the reflection dress is done.
This isn't like a celebrity dress. I think the name should be something else. What about Lily Yarn Row?
Lily Yarn Row?
They sound about the same to me. An applique of a bear.
Yeah, I thought I might use it. Do you like it?
I don't need it. I'm not shameless enough to wear such embarrassing clothes out in public.
Yay, I'm trying to make it fashionable.
Alto, I think you should study the latest fashions in magazines like Rogue or Clamor. Ha, 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 ha.
Huh? Appliques are already fashionable, right?
I've never seen anyone wear clothes with these who wasn't 5 years old.
Really? Well, I'm sure you'll like it once it's done.
I never want to be the kind of person who would go for stuff like that. I mean, it's actually a pretty big thing in, like, Harajuku.
Fancy coveralls is done! What do you think? Isn't it fancy?
It's far from it. It's a worn tragedy. You've committed a crime against attractiveness here. This isn't fancy at all. It's dangerous.
It's not dangerous. Most enemy attacks are nothing before this ugly piece of armor, you know?
It's not what I mean by dangerous. I think the fluffy stuff on the shoulders is unnecessary. For starters.
I don't know much about fashion, but... But isn't unnecessary the very definition of fashion?
Tyria, I think it's a waste of time to try to straighten him out. Both the devilish coveralls and Naruto are horrible.
They're not devilish coveralls, they're fancy coveralls! Okay. Well, looks like we're done.
That didn't...
Hmm?
I feel like there was more.
I will double check. Tyria, 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 Tyria. You're right. It's kind of late to bring this up now, but this boosts your speed, right? Is that good for your body?
What do you mean?
You start moving at extremely rapid speeds. How do your brain and nerves catch up with you? You'll get so confused by the lag that you'll lose control of your thoughts and actions.
I'll tell you're wrong. Agility is, after all, the speed of your nervous system. Therefore, you'll be able to move your body accordingly, so there's no need to worry. I see. I've used something similar to this before, but I never even noticed it.
But what if your body can't follow what your nerves are telling it to do?
Don't worry, human bodies are more solidly built than we tend to think. Plus, it only lasts for a few minutes, so it won't affect the everyday workings of your body.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. I'll make a good batch.
How can I use this without fearing for my own safety?
I thought you just told me how. What are you talking about? I've put so much time and effort into this. Don't be so mean. You haven't even tried it yet, so don't be so quick to judge it.
Then why don't you try it on yourself first, Alto?
I don't want to use it either.
Are you supposed to stab this into your body?
Yeah, this pointy tip will go into your body and turn the whole thing. Then the rest is obvious. If you've ever seen a spring-powered doll move, you'll gain rapid agility.
I said human bodies are solidly built, but they're not that simply built. But it seems like it does have the same effect after all. Mysteries of the human body. Maybe I should read a medical book. That was really educational. I'm curious about the human body now.
I think I'll call it the screw needle. Is that okay?
I think it should have a more truthful name like prodding needle.
Yep, that's it.
Cool.
Now we're done with synthesis until we find our final batch of recipes in the final dungeon.
We're so close, guys.
It's almost time. But we're going to break here and be back with a story episode.
See you guys soon.
Till next time.
Hey guys! Do you like our content? Do you want to support the show?
Click the link in the description below to visit our donation page. All proceeds go towards new and better equipment and games you want to see us play. Everyone who donates will get a special shout out at the end of future videos, and we're currently working on setting up some special perks for you. If you don't want to donate, that's okay too. You can support us by subscribing and clicking that bell icon so you get notified whenever we put out a new video.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching today. If you've had enough sugary harem anime bullshit, click the box on the right for Pastaween 2018. If you can't get enough sugary harem anime bullshit, you're my kind of viewer. Click the box on the left for more Tonelico. Till next time.